Are you able to hear me well? Please let me know in the chat box. Vipin and Kelvin. Is my voice audible? Okay, fine. So today we are going to have a test. Okay. So I'm just going to put the paper on the board. Okay. Should I give you the paper on international trade and policy? Tell me. Alright, so I'm just going to put the paper on the board. Kelvin and Vipin, are you there or not? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay, Vipin, I'm putting the test paper on the board. Okay, today we are going to have a surprise test. Okay, so what you have to do, first of all, just read the test paper. Okay, and then you have to type the answers in a Word file. Okay, now wait, just give me a moment. Vipin, is this your first class? Oh, okay, this is your first class. So how are you going to solve the test paper then? See, Vipin, let me tell you who I am. Okay. How will you do the test paper then? Let's do a case study then. Because like there is no point in doing the test paper because you are a new student. See, Mrs. Niharika is the teacher who takes economics class. Okay. She is on leave, so I had been asked to take this class. This is Garima. Okay. And I teach business English, HR, case study and business communication. Okay. I have my class later at 9:30 p.m. IST. Okay. That is 3 hours from now. Okay. So all our classes are recorded. For the classes you have missed, Vipin, okay, you can see the recordings. Okay, it's very much there in the portal, and if at any point of time you are not able to follow anything, you can raise your hand or you can put your queries in the chat box. Okay, and I would request you to be regular in class. Okay, I would request you to be regular in class so that your grades are not being affected due to shortage of attendance. Fine, Vipin? Okay, so let's do one case study today. Okay, now I'm just going to put it in the like on the board itself. I was thinking of taking the test today, but since you are new to this class, you won't be able to do the test. Okay, so let's do it. So I'm just going to put one PDF on the board. Vipin, see, you cannot speak because you are being put on mute. Okay, so what you have to do, okay, you can just put your queries in the chat box and you'll be answered through chat only. I hope you are able to hear me well. Is it clear, Vipin? Okay, so let's do a case study now. I'm just putting it on the board and let's start with this. Okay. Okay, so let it be there on the board. It is going to be there on the board in few seconds. See, motivation, Virginia Media. Motivation is the driving force behind actions and behavior. See, if I am motivated to, sometimes, we feel motivated to do something, right, Vipin, and sometimes, we feel depressed and low, right? In case we are feeling depressed and low, irrespective of how good we are at something, we won't be able to do it, right? Right, Vipin? Okay, fine. All right. Kiran, are you there? Okay. So it leads individuals to take action to achieve a goal or to fulfill a need or expectation. Understanding what, see, nowadays when it comes to a company, I have taught this earlier also, but since this is your first class, I'm explaining it to you again. Okay, just a second. Fine. So see, Vipin and Kiran and Kelvin, let me explain you and then I'm going to read this. Okay. See, nowadays, they just make sure that employees are motivated. See, nowadays there are so many schemes in companies. If you are working for an MNC, okay, okay, if you are working for an MNC, they are going to motivate you from time to time by arranging, like shows for you, and then they'll give you vacations, right? You get vacations, and moreover, you are being given appraisals, right? Bonuses. Why these stuffs are there in a company where you might be working? So in order to motivate you, and if you are motivated, you'll be more productive for the company, right? And you will put your creativity into work as well. Right, Vipin, Kiran and Kelvin? Right, Vipin? Okay. So see, motivation is very important, whether it's our, like personal life or professional life. And all the companies ensure, see, it's very hard to get good employees nowadays, and companies spend a lot of money. Okay. Companies spend a lot of money, in training a particular employee, and they also spend a lot of money in the selection criteria, selection process. So they just cannot afford to lose an employee who is, doing well in their company. So in order to keep them tied to the company, okay, so that they don't flee to some other company, okay, they just try to keep them motivated by giving them appraisals, by giving them bonuses, by increasing their salary from time to time. Then nowadays, even in companies, you're going to find, gyms, they give you a lot of holidays. Okay, you can even go for a family tour. They give you LTC. All these are there to motivate you, to keep you, because if you are motivated, you can work in a better manner. Right, everyone? Am I correct? Yeah. Okay. So motivation is the driving force behind action and behavior. It leads to individuals to take action to achieve a goal, to fulfill a need or expectation. Unless and until we are motivated for something, we can never achieve it. Understanding what motivates that employees at work ensures that business not only has employees that have knowledge, skill and ability to do the job, but who are also committed to achieve high standards of work. If I am motivated to do my job, if I feel motivated at my workplace, okay, what is going to happen? It's like, I will be more productive for the company. I will not be, it is going, just a second, please. Hello. Now, see nowadays when it comes to a workplace, if we don't feel motivated at workplace, how much good we may pretend to be, we may try to force ourselves to work, but a time is going to come when we will lose ourselves, and we won't be able. We just cannot keep us tied to that company where we are not feeling motivated, where the environment is suppressing, right? We just cannot keep ourselves tied up to that company for a longer period of time, because if my professional life is not good, even my personal, it is going to affect my personal life too. Fine. Is it clear? Okay, cool. Okay, now let's proceed ahead. Okay, there are many positive behaviors that indicate employees are motivated, including taking responsibility, helping colleagues, a commitment to achieving company targets and goals. See, what proves that I, being an employee of a particular company, is motivated at my workplace? When employees are happy, okay, they feel committed to their work, no one has to push them for work, they achieve their they achieve their goals by themselves, they are goal driven by themselves. Okay, they help their colleagues, and at the same time they take company's goal as their own goal. In that case, it proves that the workplace, their workplace is motivating, the environment which prevails there is motivating. Fine. Okay, fine. Now, as well as interest and concern for the business. And if I feel motivated at my workplace, what am I going to do? I'm going to put my creativity to work. If I will try to find out solution by myself, rather, and there won't be, and I will not need a spoon feeding kind of a thing from my superiors. Okay. On the other hand, negative behaviors can be indicators of demotivated employees. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? Okay, fine. These behaviors include poor timekeeping, high levels of absenteeism, avoiding responsibility, and poor customer service. See, if the employee is not motivated, they won't deal with the customers properly. And this is how company is going to lose business. Okay? Service, all of which can impact on business performance. Although recognized as not a key driver of engagement, Virgin Media recognizes that reward is one of the many motivating factors for a lot of its people and offers competitive salary. So this company with the name Virgin Media, how they motivate, see, money is a driving force for all humans, right everyone? Right or not? Kiran, Vipin, Kelvin? Money is a driving force, right? Money does matters for everyone. So we, all of us, because through money we can buy all the luxuries. Everyone wants to live a luxurious life nowadays. Everyone wants to wear brands, and once we take the taste of a particular brand, the more money we get, we try to run towards a better brand. This is what we do. So companies know that, they understand the psychology behind it. That's why this company offer very competitive salaries, because they feel that it's the motivating force for the employees. If they will be motivated, they'll be more productive for them, and at the same time, they will put their creativity to work as well. And if the employee is satisfied, all the companies nowadays, they try to keep their employees satisfied, because without employees they just cannot run their company. They can voice audible? Okay. Is my voice audible, Vipin, Kelvin and Kiran? The scheme rewards every net promoter NPS of 9 or 10 with 10 euros. Okay. However, as a forward thinking business, it understands the importance of different motivational factors. So see, all the companies now, they understand the psychology behind motivating their staff. So they actually try to, like keep them motivated by applying different methods. Okay. Okay. Now, it offers additional benefits including private healthcare, life insurance, company pension scheme and staff savings scheme. Okay. The opportunity to progress within the company is also an important factor. And nowadays, in order to motivate the employees, now what they do, they run earn while learn scheme, right? Like suppose you are a BTech, okay, you are a tech graduate, engineering graduate, that is BE, and nowadays company, they sponsor your executive MBA, so that you can keep yourself. This is like a motivating thing. Do you know why? Because you can stay in the company, you are already earning money, they are sponsoring your further education, and while in job you are getting additional information and additional skills. So in this way, both are getting benefited. Company is paying for you, but the additional skills you are going to get from MBA or some course which they might have sponsored, you are going to apply that to their company, and this is how their business is going to flourish. And at the same time, you are also getting, additional information without paying money, right? So it is beneficial for both of them, right? So this is kind of a motivating thing, right, everyone? This is what many companies do now. Okay. Now, Hello, is my voice okay? Kelvin, Vipin, and Kiran? Yeah, sorry I got disconnected. I felt that, we have encountered earthquake again. Everything was shaking, so I just went offline. Anyways, it's okay now. Because we actually encountered earthquake this afternoon as well for a few minutes. So I was just wondering if everything is shaking or what. I'm sorry. Anyways. So nowadays, they have a lot of schemes which keeps employees motivated because they just cannot afford to lose an employee who knows how to work well, who had been trained, who have been recruited. Okay, because they spend a lot of money on that, right? And nowadays you might be knowing it, you might be having it in your own office too. They have even gyms to because employees doesn't get time, right? I will come to that. I'll come to that. See, employees don't get time. They know that, like health is wealth. So employees don't get time because of tight schedules. So they have this facility of, like gyms and all at offices only. Most of you might be having gyms at, your office, right? So that they can keep you fit. This is again a motivating force, right? And if you get bored, they even have arrangements to play, right? Right, everyone? Right. So that all these stuffs are there so that they can keep you tied up to their company. Okay. It offers additional benefits including private health care, life assurance, company pension scheme, and staff savings scheme. Okay. The opportunity to progress within the company is also an important factor. Okay. Okay. All Virgin Media technicians are managed through your story framework for career progression. This includes regular meetings to discuss performance, review progress against set objectives, and develop plans which offers a clear career ladder to enable progression within the company. One theorist whose studies have became influential is Elton Mayo. Mayo's research concluded that motivating factors include recognition. Recognition is motivating. Why do we work so hard? So that we can get a recognition. All of us want name and fame, right? A sense of belonging and involvement, as well as social aspects of the workplace. Virgin Media use a variety. Is this much? Is my voice okay now? See, storms are there in my city now. Earlier it was shaking, and now, because of the storms, I'm getting disconnected again and again. I'm really sorry about it. Now, research undertaken by Frederick Herzberg in the 1950s has broadened our understanding of motivating factors and job satisfaction in the workplace. From his research, he concluded that employees have two sets of needs in the workplace. He described as hygiene and motivator factors. Right? Hygiene factors include salary and working conditions. Okay, if the working conditions are not good, will I be able to stay motivated? It will suppress me, right? And it is going to decrease my productivity. and salary as well. However, these factors on their own do not lead to job dissatisfaction and can lead to dissatisfaction if pay and conditions are poor. Motivators are factors such as recognition, responsibility, achievement, and opportunities for progression. Herzberg found that combination of these factors increased motivation and improved individuals' performance. Is this much clear to everyone? Vipin, Kelvin, and Kiran? Clear? Alright. Now, before we proceed ahead with this, you have to read this on your own till here so that you can get the better understanding of this. And after reading this, if you still have any queries, just ask me. Okay? Is it clear? Kelvin, Kiran, and Vipin, can you please read this? Okay, sure. Once you are done, just type done in the chat box. Once you are done with the reading this, once you are done till here, that is company. Just let me know, I'm going to scroll it down. Good evening, Prabhavati. You have joined very late. What is the issue? Are you done with it? Shall we proceed ahead? Once you are done, Kiran, Kelvin, and Vipin, just type done in the chat box, please. Okay. Vipin, Kiran, are you done? Okay, good. Now, you have to read it you have to read it from 1 till performance, okay? and then I'm going to do it from in 1943. Is it clear what you have to do? You have to read from 1 till performance, and then we are going to do the Maslow's theory. We have already done it, I guess. You must be remembering, what is the name, Kelvin, because you were there in that class when I have covered it. I have already taught that for sure, okay, but yeah, I'm going to cover it once again. Yeah, done? Is everyone done with it? Kelvin, Kiran, Ripon? Okay. Now let's talk about Maslow's theory. How many of you already know about Maslow's theory? Kelvin, you must be knowing it. See, we have hierarchy of needs, right? If lower needs are not being met out, the upper, you just cannot have the realization, right? It's like if your lower needs, suppose there are 5 set of needs, so it goes from lower to higher, right? And unless and until your lower needs are being met out, okay, you won't like climb to the upper one, okay. For example, I'm just going to show you the Maslow's hierarchy, right? Kiran, Kelvin, and Vipin. For example, let me give you an example. The need which is at the lower level of the pyramid is psychological needs, right? If psychological needs are not met out, you can never think of safety, right? Psychological needs include food, water, warmth, rest, right? If these needs are met out, then we look for safety, right? And unless and until our lower needs are not met out, we can never have self-actualization. That is, we cannot achieve our full potential, right? Just open this picture and see it. The hierarchy of needs. At the first level, basic needs are those of food, warmth, and shelter with wages that meet those needs. Okay. Safety needs include protection from danger, for example, health and safety at work, as well as job security. Social needs include a sense of belongingness in work teams. Okay. He identifies esteem needs as those of self-confidence, right? If something boosts our esteem, and if we are self-confident, obviously we can do better, right? Feeling useful and needed by other people, right? And if we are worth for others, it also motivates us, right? So Maslow said this thing. This is a very easy theory, that we have different sets of needs. Unless and until your lower needs are not being met out, you cannot look up. Okay. Maslow proposed that having satisfied all the lower needs, an individual would then be able to realize their own potential for self-actualization, right? Suppose you might have heard, or you might have seen those people who are below poverty line. They don't understand politics. Why? Because their whole focus is food. They are not getting that much wages that they can arrange a one-time food for their family. So how you can even expect them to think about politics if their lower needs are not being met out? That is the basic need. As once your basic needs are met out, then only you can look in forward direction, upward direction, right? So that is the reason why those people who are below poverty line, they're just focused about food, because this is the theory, and this is very much applicable as well, practically as well. This is correct, that if your lower needs are being met out, then only you can look upward. Okay. Suppose sometimes you feel very hungry. Suppose I am feeling hungry, and if someone says that let's go and do some platinum shopping. Will I like it? What will be my reaction? Vipin, Kelvin and Kiran, suppose I'm very hungry, and if my friend says, come on, let's go and buy some platinum, what is going to happen? I will resent it. Yeah, I will resent it and I will say, no, I have to eat the food, right? So that is very genuine, unless and until food, when you are hungry, food is a, million dollar thing for you, right? When you are hungry, when you feel the urge to, like eat something, irrespective of who, like what you are getting, you're just going to eat it, right? We might be very prominent, you might have heard that those people who are in military, they are even being taught how to eat snakes. Do you know why? Because at times they get trapped in jungle, so at that time when there is no food, how they want to survive? So that's why they are being taught to eat snakes or some reptiles. Do you know that? Now we are done with this. So I would request you to read the last paragraph of this, and then you can solve the questions. You can put the answers in the chat box itself. Is it clear, Vipin, Kelvin and Kiran? Kiran, is this your first class as well? Like Vipin, is this your first class? Okay, okay. So very good evening, Kiran. I am not your economics teacher. Your economics teacher is Mrs. Niharika. She has gone out for vacation. Okay, so I'll be taking your class for today and tomorrow. By the way, this is Garima. I teach business English, business communications, HR and case study. Okay, and my class will be there at 9:30 p.m. IST. That is 2 hours from now. Okay, and I would request you to be regular in class, all the classes, so that your attendance is not being affected, and if your attendance is not up to the mark, your grades are going to be affected. And all our classes are recorded, so you can see the recording if you have missed the class, or even if you sometimes you are not able to follow everything in one go. So for that also you can see the recordings again, and then you can ask anything if it is not clear on the very next day. Okay, and if at any point of time you are not able to follow anything, don't hesitate in asking me. You can ask me 100 times, I don't mind it. My only goal here is to make you understand, to make you learn. Okay, and I personally believe, this is my personal motto, that knowledge divides, it only multiplies and divides when you share it. Okay, so don't hesitate in asking questions. This is for your own betterment. Okay, now read the last paragraph. Okay, and then you can solve the question. And for the classes you have missed till date, you can see the recordings. All the recordings are very much there in the portal. And if you are not able to find the recordings on your own, you can yeah, yeah, you can even ask the coordinator if you are not able to find the recording. If you are done with it, you can start solving the questions. You can put the answers in the chat box itself. Okay, fine, Kelvin. Is it clear, Kelvin? Kelvin, are you there or not? I cannot see your answers. What is the issue? Yeah, okay. You can start solving the questions, please. Okay. Once you're done with all these three questions, you can just type done in the chat box so that I can, like scroll it down. Is everyone done with all these three questions? Should I scroll it down? Please let me know in the chat box. Done? If you're done with all these three questions, please let me know so that I can scroll it down. Yeah. Okay, take your time. 3 questions? If yes, also do question number 4. Just do question number 4 as well. I'll just be back in 1 minute. I'm just going to the washroom. Ramesh, you have joined very late. What is the issue? Class is going to get over in 3 minutes. Just answer question number 4 as well. Please answer question number 4 as well. Yeah, good, very good. Okay, cool. So that's it for today. Do you have any questions for me? Anyone out there? You're going to have class with me again in 2 hours. Yeah, I have seen your answers. Very good. Any questions for me? Anyone out there based on whatever I have taught today? Yeah, I'm checking that. It's good. It's good. Any questions for me? Anyone out there? Yes, this is correct. Any questions? Okay, so thank you so much. See you in next class. Don't forget to fill the feedback form. Okay, you are going to get the feedback form once the class is over. Okay, and just put genuine comments there. Okay, whatever you feel about the class in genuine, just put that there in the feedback form. Okay, so thank you so much. Take care. Bye.